Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today we're going to be talking about some issues I saw some of my friends having when they were trying to construct their very own tadpole. So one of the issues that this game kind of has is certain things are not, by default, what I would call the right size for what they need to be by default. So when you first start building yourself a Moonpool, one of the main issues that you have is that this is not big enough to accommodate a vehicle fabricator all of the time. Sometimes the default sized Moonpool is a little bit too small, and you might not be able to get your vehicle fabricator to fit. It'll look like this. It won't want to behave itself. So the solution tends to be just make yourself a slightly larger Moonpool so that it actually wants to behave itself correctly. So it's more like this. Once you can actually get your vehicle fabricator to behave itself and fit into place, it makes things a whole heck of a lot easier. Then you can do things like build yourself a tadpole haul chassis without having to worry about, space constraints, because it'll just flop down. And there's definitely more than enough space down there to accommodate like a full another tadpole. I can build like a whole second tadpole, or I can just build spare chassis, and that'll take me the rest of the way. Now, one of the things that's kind of handy about the tadpole is just that it's really nice and modular. So once you get this set up so you have enough space to build, you can do things like you can start printing out the different types of chassis. The first one, the Scout Ray chassis, is a single part chassis that you can scan at the tadpole pens, and then the tadpole haul chassis is a slower, bulkier chassis meant to like store stuff, and it has like physical seats for your buddies instead of just handlebars to hang on to. And that one's found over here near the alien ruins. There's like 3 of them crash landed in different parts of this environment that you can scan. And the way that this works is you can kind of stick one of these lockers on the back of the tadpole if you want, so you can have some extra storage. You can also stick like tools to the back here. It's basically like a tool rack that you can put in your base that allows you to store different things like visually. Although the best use I've found for it so far is to put this spare carry-on back there. But the reason why I bring this up now is because when you go around inside your tadpole and you dock with various chassis, you can also have the storage on the back. But if you have the storage on the back, when you accidentally detach the chassis, which I've done a couple of times, then it'll have an opinion about trying to reattach the chassis without first taking off the storage. Or at least sometimes it does. It doesn't always want to, unless you take the storage off, and then sometimes it doesn't care. So I don't know what controls that. And I find the handiest thing too is that if you want to quickly grab some stuff for storage, you can just detach from one chassis and attach to another one, and then you can just go about your business. Although this one's actually got an extra camera too, so you can look what's directly below you. That's kind of handy. I didn't realize that before. And, I mean, the one thing I think I would want from this game when it comes to the tadpole system is a chassis storage dock. So you could have like a chassis dispenser to store these after we get a bunch more of them, because I'm sure they're going to add more of these to the game. But the main difference here with this one is that this one's fast and limber, and this one is the same speed as the default tadpole. It's just because it's bulky, it takes a moment for you to speed up. You actually label these too, it looks like. Now, the other thing too is that this one comes with some pretty sizable storage. In the event that you want to move bases, you can fill this with stuff, although it lacks a hard point for you to attach this smaller storage, so you can't min-max this as well as the other one. The downside is, if you're not moving, and you're trying to avoid getting mauled to death by a giant Leviathan, cough, cough, the Collector Leviathan, this might not be your best choice. The last thing I was going to talk about when it comes to the Tadpole is that if you're looking for how to upgrade this thing, because you can build upgrades like the depth module, you can access the upgrade modules by going in this hatch right here on the top of the Tadpole. This is where you have the 4 slots to put upgrades. Currently, I recommend having a couple of strike armors because this makes you functionally immortal so that none of the Leviathans can do any damage to you. And that just requires 2 strike armors, and they're like the second cheapest one. I also have a depth module in here, and the cavitation muffler, which makes me all silent and stealthy. Other things that you might want to keep in mind when you're playing with friends is that all versions of the Tadpole have some methodology of holding on to it. The regular and the Scout Ray chassis, all you can do is hold on to the side rail here. But because there's bubbles pouring out of the side of it, you do get your oxygen back while you're gripped onto the side, so your friends don't drown while they're holding on to the vehicle. In a similar fashion, instead of being able to hold on to the side, they get an actual proper chair with the Hall chassis. Again, the Hall chassis is just really slow, so you don't get the same benefits when you're driving around in the Hall chassis as you do with the Scout Ray. And honestly, it's so easy to gather materials in this game. I honestly can't see a lot of reasons to use the Hall chassis unless you just really like the convenience of portable storage. So yeah, that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This has been just a look at crafting, sorting, and using the different chassis. I've got tutorials on where to find these different chassis and upgrades, so check those out on the rest of the channel. And until next time, I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.